I have a small rack, and that's why I have limited options when choosing a UPS. Normally when picking a UPS, you generally have 4 options, but you can only pick 3: capacity, size, cost, and monitoring. But in my case, size does matter, and I was left with only one option: to spend a lot of money and still not get the UPS I wanted. So that sent me down a months-long rabbit hole of reverse engineering and building my own custom network card and monitoring software. When installing UPS, monitoring is often overlooked, and I think if you install a UPS without monitoring, you're asking for trouble. You can't just stick a UPS in a dark corner and hope for the best. Eventually you're going to have an issue, and you'll never know until it's too late and you're in the dark. That's why when I installed my UPS, one of my main requirements was to have it actively monitored, to alert me when there's an issue and shut down my servers when needed. Because I was limited with the depth of the rack, I only found one UPS that would fit. Unfortunately, it has proprietary USB monitoring or expensive network add-on cards, so I couldn't get monitoring working out of the box. I spent an excessive time trying to get NUT network UPS monitoring tools working, but unfortunately it looks like I picked the one brand that doesn't work with NUT, as it uses a proprietary USB protocol. So because I couldn't NUT, I was stuck with using their proprietary add-on cards and networking cards that cost almost as much as a UPS, so it was a non-starter. This left me with one option: using their relay card. It wasn't cheap either, and as I needed at least 2 because I have several UPSs, I ordered one and decided I would reverse engineer it. A lot of UPSs have slots in the back of them to install different monitoring solutions depending on your needs, from simple relays to mini computers with web interfaces where you can check and monitor everything about the UPS. The relay card is really simple. It has a few relays with output terminals that trigger basic alarms like power failed or UPS fault. But unfortunately, because these are all digital, there's no way to monitor the UPS battery level or runtime. Usually you would wire these into your own alarm or monitoring system. But as I don't have anything like this, I'm going to have to build my own system to monitor all the outputs from the card and alert me to any issues. I first wanted to test if the existing relay card would work how I needed it to, so I started out by making a working prototype and connecting the relay card to a Raspberry Pi's GPIO. And writing basic software to monitor all the status signals coming from the UPS. I installed this into my network cabinet and left it running for a few months while I worked on the software and tested everything out. The next step was to build my own custom card based on the existing card. The existing card isn't that complicated. It's only really made up of 3 parts: the relays, the power supply, and some isolators to separate the card from the UPS electrically. But as I'll be wiring this UPS directly to a Raspberry Pi, I don't need the relays. This means I can scrap most of the card and build my own card with just the opto isolators. Opto isolators are just little switches that turn on and off with the light of an LED. This way you can keep the circuits electrically isolated but still communicate between them. Before building the card, I needed to figure out which each pin on the edge connector did. It was easy enough to follow the traces to each isolator, so I applied power to each pin to see which relay turned on and off, so then I could label each pin. I then drew up a rough schematic that has 6 opto isolators and some debugging pins that I can use in the future. Finally, I made an exact copy of the card and its edge connector in KiCad. It was relatively easy, but I've never done an edge connector PCB before, so I wasn't sure if it was going to work. And that's where today's sponsor comes in, PCBWay. They can make and assemble PCBs, 3D print and CNC machine parts. I ordered all 3 PCBs as well as a custom clear 3D printed light guides and my enclosure lid for this project all in one order. They arrived quickly and looked great, especially my custom edge connector and clear light guides. To order, simply go to their website, select the services you want, then upload your manufacturing files and configure their options. Then you'll get an instant quote back from them. See the link in the description below to get a discount on your first order. I ended up designing 3 different PCBs for this project. One is the interface card with the custom edge connector. I also made another PCB that acts as the faceplate that's screwed onto the back of the UPS. Finally, I designed a custom Raspberry Pi hat that plugs into the Raspberry Pi and breaks out all the GPIO pins for some LED indicators and a DB9 socket to connect to the UPS. So once I've soldered all the terminals onto the board, I don't need to do any more wiring, I just plug in a serial cable and it all should work. I did make one minor mistake. When designing the PCB, I forgot to connect some traces, so I have to add 2 bodge wires to the board. I also accidentally made the opto isolators go low instead of high, so I had to rewrite some of the software to handle this, and it caused a few logic errors. Other than that, the boards came out incredible and almost looked like real products. And surprisingly, they also fit the UPS perfectly and all the pins line up exactly. I also made a custom enclosure for my Raspberry Pi and power supply to mount in my networking cabinet below my rack. I designed it to look like my ONT so it would look a bit more professional and fit with everything else in the cabinet. It even has holes that line up with the mounting holes in the cabinet. With all that assembled, now it's time to finish the coding. I wrote a basic Python app that hosts a web page where I can monitor UPS status. It also has logging, so I can see if the power's gone out or if there are any issues. The software also has an API that links to Home Assistant, so I get alerts when there's a power outage or an issue with the UPS. So I haven't told the whole truth about this project. It's not just one UPS, it's 2. I purchased a second UPS from the same brand for my server rack at the same time, and it also needs monitoring. But that's the advantage of getting PCBs made professionally. Normally they'll send you several. So this whole time I've actually been making 2 cards. I didn't want to use the same case for the server rack, so I modified an existing model I had for a rack mount temperature controller and converted it into a rack mount UPS monitor. Complete with indicator lights, it fits perfectly into one new rack, and all I need to do is install the second card into the UPS and plug in the 9-pin connector, and just like that I have 2 UPS monitors. You may have also noticed a custom setting in the web interface to change the UI depending on the type of UPS, as I have 2 different types of UPSs. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as usual, if you want to make it yourself, I have all the files available for download in the video description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.